Did you know that women in the US spend almost double the amount on personal care items than men do? At first, this statistic doesn't seem too surprising, but when we break things down, that number shows the dim perspective of the consumer market for women. This phenomenon is not only widespread across the world, but it also has a name: the pink tax. So, what exactly is the pink tax? Simply put, the pink tax is the sales tax on women's products that is not found on men's products, also known as gender based discrimination. These items include menstrual products, hair care, body care, razors, deodorant, dry cleaning, and other necessities. The term pink tax comes from the stereotypical packaging and marketing used for women's products and can be accredited to a popular marketing strategy used to appeal towards female consumers in the 50s, called Pink It and Shrink It. When we break it down to individual product comparison, we can see the clear difference between prices. For example, women pay nearly double than men for shampoo and dry cleaning. In fact, only 15% of salons charge equal amounts for men and women's services. Even in areas you would never think, the pink tax is present. Pink-colored toys and toys that are marked for girls on average are 13% more pricey than toys for boys. But the pink tax doesn't end there. It carries into items you'd never expect, such as car payments, mortgages, and items meant for seniors. Despite having statistically higher credit scores, women are charged higher rates for mortgage loans and interest prices. In a study done by the New York City Department of Consumer Affairs, they found that not only were women usually quoted higher prices for car repairs, but they were 2 times more likely to be quoted higher prices for used cars as well. On top of all of this, women still have to pay for menstrual products, which are often accompanied by high tax prices. Sure, these prices can be explained, but over time they add up to significant amounts. On average, the pink tax costs women $2,135 annually, $40,000 by the age of 30, and $82,000 by the age of 60. These sums of money are all amounts that men don't have to pay each year, even if they buy all of the same products. But like most issues, there are always two sides to the coin. The evidence that women pay more on personal care products and other things is undeniable, but can we really attribute it to gender-based discrimination? An explanation to why women pay more for their items is relatively simple when you think about it. They tend to use more of these items. In Western society, self-care for men is still a taboo topic and is definitely not normalized in our society. Men are not the target audience for personal care items. Women are. These companies aren't trying to profit off of women specifically, they're profiting off the target audience that deems personal care items more essential. Not to mention, women's products are often better than men's products because they deem these items more essential. It's only logical that if you use an item every day, you'll want it to be high quality and for it to suit your tastes. This also deals with the notion that women are usually pickier than men when it comes to their products. The variety of scents, colors, and specific options all feed into this idea. For services such as dry cleaning or haircuts, these services tend to take longer and are more complicated than their male counterparts, which is a reason for the prices. This can be seen in the photo attached to the left. Not only is the price difference between products minuscule, but the product on the left that's meant for women is to treat a hair problem that is more complicated than the one on the right. Both sides of the argument about pink tax are logical and based in facts, but as a woman myself, the presence of the pink tax is undeniable. There's been many instances where I would see products in a store and wonder why the women's version of them was more expensive. It didn't do anything different than the one made for men, and in many cases, the women's item even had less product in it than the men's. People can pass this off as corporations trying to bump up prices for higher profits, but time will tell. As the rise in acceptance for male skincare, self-care, and makeup goes global, the pink tax will be put to the test as men become equal consumers as women. I believe that unisex products would not only benefit men and women, but reduce the pink tax as well. Menstrual products should be considered essential and should not be overtaxed. If we fight against the stereotypes and gender discrimination, we can cause tidal waves of change together. How will these items make an impact on pink tax, you ask? Well, it's far more reaching than you could expect. If we address pink and shrink and other outdated stereotypes centered around female consumers, there will be waves of beneficial repercussions. The feminist movement is built around lifting women up to be equal to men and destroying negative stereotypes. If we are able to catch the marketing world up to speed on female consumers, those stereotypes about women that have been around since the 50s will be decimated. Not only that, but unisex products encourage men towards personal care and help normalize it, and they also benefit women monetarily. If unisex products will one day be able to be the leading type of product for everyone, the pink tax on most products will be completely gone. Not to mention, reducing the tax and prices for menstrual items helps everyone, but most importantly, it helps women in low-income households or families. Now, all these ideas are well and good, but what are we doing around the world to actually get rid of the pink tax? Starting in North America, Canada has cut the tax on tampons and other menstrual items down from 19% to 7% in 2020. In Scotland and other parts of the UK, menstrual products are completely free and offered in most public restrooms free of charge. And finally, in Australia, they work to make tampons and other menstrual items completely free of any additional sales tax, such as GST. Many companies worldwide are also launching unisex skincare and personal care lines that help reduce the pink tax. As Linda Landers says, in today's world, women are not waiting for Prince Charming. They are making their own money and creating their own lives. They are reshaping the world today one day at a time, and many marketers aren't keeping up. In the end, progress isn't linear, and significant change can take time, but we're learning. Every day we see more and more countries abolishing the pink tax and more steps taken to get rid of it around the world. As individuals, we can't do much, but our voices will be heard if we yell loud enough. Thank you for listening.